So, another bit of stuff to talk about. It's been a busy day. Apologies that they've all been in the house. It's been that kind of day when I've got my little boy. There's not a lot I can do about it. I have to be down here to look after my kids and stuff like that. So, it is what it is. So, Sheffield Wednesday manager Danny Rule, the interest from RB Leipzig, the one that I thought was a bit more credible and could get a little bit more likelihood of him going there. So it looked like media in Leipzig itself are turning around and saying that it's looking more than likely that it could not be him. Because there's been a lot of speculation around Danny Rule and what he wants to do, i.e. there was a couple of clubs, there was Leicester, there'd been Southampton, there'd been RB Leipzig, I think Wolfsburg with one of them recently. See, this thing, one of the big things as well is Daniel's family stayed back home in Germany, then moved to South Yorkshire. And it's been one of the things that RB Leipzig was one that he was apparently has been looked at. And one of the local media's Wolfsburg turning, I think that's how you say it, I've probably messed that up, report that the Wednesday boss is unlikely to be an option going forward. And while the likes of Como boss Seth Fabregas and Oliver Gallagher Crystal Palace are yet to decline the role. Their appointment also is unlikely that Sandro Wagner, who is expected to leave his position as the German assistant, is also named as an unlikely next Leipzig boss. Now here's the thing. There's about talk about a former Bayern Leverkusen Benfica coach, Roger Schmidt, who has his one time as a Red Bull employee. But again, this is one of those things. I think this may have been a bit of a thing by Danny to go, hey, this is what happens. This is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about this is how everything, they'll know the thing. There's a funny feeling here that maybe he got most of the stuff he wanted in terms of what he spoke to Chansey about and how he wanted to do stuff. Look at how quick the pitches and the training ground is getting done now. That's really good to see, and maybe that's something that's been spoke about. I want to get these done. You get these done, the quicker I'll be able to get things done. Maybe there's a list of people he wants. It was interesting in the Josh Windass interview. Henrik does all the in possession stuff, where Danny does all the stuff out of possession. So it's interesting in that sense. That's where Danny's specialties and lie and how it goes. Now here's the thing. With Danny still being here, he's still Sheffield Wednesday manager. Nothing has been concrete, nothing has been confirmed, anything like that. And it's one of those things where we have to just wait and see what happens. It's going to be a very busy and long summer. We're going to have this a lot this summer. And if Crystal Palace was one of the names, say they were looking at the Crystal Palace manager, him winning the FA Cup will have made it so, hey, we don't want to let go of him for cheap. So it's one of those things, you look at it that way as well. There's a lot of clubs who apparently have been looked at him. You can look, but you can't touch unless you're going to pay. So it could be really interesting to see what Sheffield Wednesday and the camp does with the Danny Rule situation. At the end of the day, he's going to get linked. There's going to be speculation. RB Leipzig is looking more and more likely a team that he's probably not going to be able to go to and not be in the running for. And I have a funny feeling it's going to be an experience. I think it's going to be an experience why he's not going. He hasn't had much experience yet. Maybe they want him to go get a couple more years involved at a football club, put roots down at a club, be able to go, I built this club from X amount and got it to here. Because that's something that clubs will look at. Clubs will look at how you've built a team, how quickly you've put one together, how much you've done in year, say, 2 or 3, and how's it improved from when you first took over to where you are now as you're leaving. There is that kind of thing that happens. Now, could things change? Yes, of course they could. Everything could change. Everything's changeable. Everyone's sick and talking about it. At the end of the day, the more things like this come out, the more you kind of look at it and go, is Danny just going to be staying anyway? And that's probably going to be more likely the case. Let's be brutally honest with ourselves. More likely, someone doesn't come up and dump the cash. Danny's going to be here. Josh is going to be here. Similar situation to what we spoke about with Josh this morning. Like the thing with Josh Windass interview caused a bit of a stir with Joey Poofy getting let go, and there was something about Joey in the interview. Joey Poofy come out and said, "This has really hurt me. I'm already going through a tough time after being released. I'm trying to move forward with my career, but this doesn't help." And I think comments like that don't help a player, but at the same time, it seems like it's been taken out of context by Josh's point from Joey Poofy point of view, and then Josh's point of view. Who knows? Who knows? We weren't there. Well, we've got two sides to the story. It all depends on what you want to believe and how it goes. At the end of the day, it can be interesting to see what happens. Sheffield Wednesday has still got Danny Rule as Sheffield Wednesday manager. Nothing's happened. He's probably on holiday, having a lot of fun with his family, and just enjoying the time off and get raring to go. And if that's what happens, then that's what happens, and you move on. You move on, you make sure everything goes in the right position and go in the right direction. I think all the kind of people going, Danny should go, oh, sod him now, I've had enough of him. Let's just see what happens. Like, generally, let's just see what happens. If he goes, you're wishing good luck. If he stays, you back him and hope he can try and get things going for you. That's all you can do in this situation that we're in. But thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Hopefully I won't be making another video today, but I thought I'd make it up here. Remember to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Much appreciate it. I want to get to 5k by the end of the year, hopefully, but more I look at my analytics and I think that might not happen, but you never know, stranger things will happen. But thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your day, evening or morning, depending on when you watch this, and I'll speak to you soon.